Welcome to Dream Dive. This is my segment of Shotlocked where I talk about new aspects that I want in the future of Kingdom Hearts. Now, I had a very hard time thinking of an idea for Dream Dive this week, like I said in my housekeeping section of Shotlocked at the start, where I have to record this really fast and have it turned over in 2 days because I'm recording 2 days before I have to upload this. And pretty much I have one line written for Dream Dive, and that is controlling party members. I was desperate, asked my brother for a topic, and this is what he gave me. So controlling party members, I thought that was actually a really interesting thing that we can delve into. And again, if this is the first time you've been in Dream Dive, this pretty much I give an idea of something new I want in Kingdom Hearts, and then through your guys' participation in the comments, you guys can also build on top of it. And I'm just gonna be giving like a vague idea and passing it off. So controlling party members, I think is a really cool idea. Obviously, it would be a lot more strenuous on the developers to be able to do that, because when I say controlling party members, I'm imagining something like the Lego video games where you press triangle or something and you just go to the next character and you can use them. So if you had Sora, Donald, Goofy, you press a button, then you're controlling Goofy, you press a button, then you're controlling Donald. I feel like that adds an entire layer of strategy, which would be pretty amazing. And honestly, I'm really open to, now that I think about it, my other favorite RPG is the E series, and one of the mechanics that they usually, if not always, have is that you could switch between your party members, because each party member has a different advantage. Like you have a striker party member, which is your main character, you have one that's more of a brawler, and you have another one which is more of a piercer with arrows or spears or something. And while I don't want Kingdom Hearts to go down that path necessarily, where they have advantageous things which work better on Heartless, which they can add, I think it would just be cool for the fact of playing as Goofy or playing as Donald. But the only reason I feel like it's not necessarily going to happen, it'd be way too big for it to happen, is because of the game Kingdom Hearts is. Kingdom Hearts is a game where you get two, and now with Kingdom Hearts 3, maybe 3 or 4 new party members each world. And if you assume there's like, say, 7 worlds, and you have 3 for each, that's a lot of movesets you're going to make, and a lot of complete playability for each character if you're able to switch to them, which is why I don't think it's going to happen. But this is Dream Dive. There's just something that it's a hypothetical, which I would really want to happen. So I just feel like it's a cool concept if you think about it, because like, say at some point of the game it's Sora, Riku, and Kairi. Imagine just being able to switch with any of them. I'd just stick with Riku, if I'm being honest. He's my favorite character. I'm playing with him with a freaking Braveheart. It'd be amazing. And in terms of mechanics, I feel like, you know what, if they did do it like the E series, I can see it being like that. Because like in the E series, if you haven't played it, like I said, there's a brawler, there's a striker, and there's like a piercer. And if you come to an enemy, say like with the striker, and you're too weak against it, you turn to the brawler, and then you'd be able to fight it easier. And if they wanted to do that with Kingdom Hearts, I can see that. Like, for example, say Sora is fighting an enemy, and the enemy is kind of shielded and he's more like heavy, and Sora's just like not doing that much damage. You can maybe switch to Goofy. Maybe Goofy's the stronger one, or at least because he is the more defensive character, maybe he'd be better at it. And then if you have a character that's in the air and you're trying to use Sora and you're just not doing that much damage, switch to Donald, use more magic on it, and that would do more damage. So I can see something like that, if I'm being honest. That isn't really a bad idea if you play with the kind of advantage rock paper scissors type element to it, and I can really see that happening. But again, I don't think that will, because since Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't just going to have 3 members, including yourself, I think we've already seen like you can have more than 2 party members along with you now. So the advantage thing would be kind of a thing that would be too hard to do, and it just wouldn't be feasible to be able to play with all of them. But if they had it, it would just remind me of like 358/2, where you got to play as everyone in the online mode. I just think that would be really cool, and it'd be a fun feature to add. But when it comes to the actual gameplay, like, they'd obviously all have to have kind of separate movesets that kind of, match each of them. Sora would have how his is. I feel like Riku, his is kind of defined too, as you see in Kingdom Hearts 2. But the more I think about it, it can happen if you think about it, because they already do fight in certain ways, and if you're just able to control it, you could see it being possible, because Riku was playable in Kingdom Hearts 2. As long as they have their own moveset, it'd be cool if they each had their own maybe specialties in magic. Let me say Sora's specialty is like some subset of magic. Say he's good at fire magic or something like that, and that's just the ones he does the most damage in. Or maybe like he's like neutral in all of them, but then you can upgrade certain strengths with Sora, and then with Riku you could do another one. Maybe there's dark magic that he can do that Sora can't do, and Donald's probably better in all of them, and Goofy sucks in all of them, or something like that. I feel like as long as you vary it, it'd be cool. But then it'd be hard with all the Disney characters. But controlling party members, I feel like, is a really cool idea, and something that you can really delve further into. And there's really not much more to say than that, if I'm being honest. It's a really short Dream Dive, I know. But I think it's just like a really awesome idea or like potential from the game that you can kind of think of, and I feel like it could be possible one day in the future, and maybe as a spin-off game, like I mentioned in one of my other episodes, where you could have a spin-off where it's like a two-player game, then you could kind of see it explore this more. But controller party members, I feel like at one point will maybe happen. I feel like that's the smart thing, because you hear it online all the time where like people are asking, oh, are we going to be able to play as someone else in Kingdom Hearts? And I think Nomura already confirmed you are going to be able to play as someone else, but he didn't confirm who. I'm betting on Riku, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's also like maybe Kyrie or like maybe even Lee or someone like that. But I feel like in one day we may get this Switch as a hardware kind of supports this much complexity. I feel like one day we may get to it. As we see, we can more people can have more party members, so one day maybe we'll be able to control those party members. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about. Dream Dive Reflecting Report Kingdom Countdown. Let me know if you enjoyed my Kingdom Countdown. If you did see that part, if you're just watching Dream Dive right now, I thought it was a really fun idea. I really enjoyed doing it, and it does lengthen my episodes more too, because there is more to talk about in a Kingdom Countdown. Remember to let me know your opinion down in the comments below if you had anything to say about any of these topics. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Shotlocked. If you have any suggestions for further topics in any of the segments, let me know down below. I'll probably use it in some episode, and I'll credit you for it, of course. And yeah, that's my episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll see you later.